Oh, right, the fucking titles are in a different folder. Right, we're live now.
Oh, well, hi.
Evening up. Titles didn't work. I need to find where I put them and do it again. So no titles this
Do it
week.
again. Do it again. Nuclear screaming. Do it again.
We're doing a hot open. Hot mic.
Oh. The aliens stole the fucking intro, guys. That's what it was. It was abducted.
The intro's been
Grey's got him.
after what we said about the Arcturians last week.
Yeah, they came and crystallized.
The Arcturians nicked my intro. Right, so
they use their powerful jerk-off crystals to send it into a orbit.
Do you think that's where? Do you think that's where they come from? Jerk-off crystals.
What, inside the fourth dimension? What is it, the fifth dimension or wherever they come from? It's like inside jerk-off crystals.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Wouldn't be surprised. That guy thinks he's just channeling the energy.
He's channeling Arcturians, isn't he? Right, so Hobbit, are you there? Have you got anything to say to us this week?
Yeah, I'm here. Hello.
Hello, Hobbit. You okay, mate?
Yeah.
You sound really depressed.
Yeah.
I had a nap and I'm still waking up, but I'm pretty annoyed. Brave Browser has gone, oh, your Windows crashed, did it? Well, I'm going to delete all your passwords. Fuck you. And, oh, you thought you did a sync so that your passwords are saved on other computers.
Joke's on you.
You thought wrong.
Right, so let's pick up from last. So I don't think we did the aliens in order, did we?
No, we didn't. No, we kind of picked and chose.
So we did the Nomos. I think we did the reptilians.
Yeah, we did Nomos. Fish people, right?
Did we definitely do reptilians?
We did Dracos. We did those big giant lizards.
Yeah, Anunnaki.
Yeah. Yep, did them.
Yeah, we did them. We haven't done. Did we do the Pleiadians?
Yeah, because they're the ones with the big eyes, aren't they? Are they? Yeah. Or are they the Nordics? I can't remember.
Nordics have the big eye. You know, the one type of human you get on Earth. That's the Nordics. They're the one type of human you get on Earth, aren't they?
Yeah, but some of them have big eyes. Is that the ones, or are they the Pleiadians? No, the Pleiadians are different, aren't they? Yeah, it's the Nordics. We did. Yeah. Nordics, right? We didn't do the Pleiadians, aren't I don't.
Right, let's have a look. Let's start with Pleiadians.
In addition to that, I think something's got to be said for the new species of alien which was found in the United Nations.
No, should we start with that one?
You're going to tell us about that? Yeah, because I've not seen this. What is it? Give us a...
I mentioned it to Fraser earlier.
Yeah, I'm interested.
You got the video for it then, Hobbit?
I probably could find it.
Get a video. Let's show the audience what you're on about, because I don't think they'd understand what the...
There's an image, and it's been very popularized recently. I think it's worth showing people the image. And what I'll say is they're saying, oh, actually, it's not a come on, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not an Alamal. It's just a she-boon what wears glasses on their hair, and it's bad lighting. Actually.
Mm.
Is this a case of if you turn off a light, all you see is the teeth, or is it that bad? No.
Well, I find it very interesting that when there's poor lighting in the UN, you can see the Alamals, and I would go so far as to see.
Right. Okay.
It looks like a fish people.
Aliens at UN. At UN, is that what?
Sounds more like demon at UN.
2020 or is it 2022?
It's 2022. Yeah.
Right.
I'll get a picture right after I stop watching this video of someone making an omelette.
Alien spider. See aliens every day after spotting my first UFO. Okay, all right. Duck, go! Don't fail me.
Yeah, that whoever recommended that Swiss cows kill yourself. Fucking awful. Because it blocks all the ads and stuff. It like offers you no search results whatsoever.
Yeah. Nations.
Basically, you can have security, or you can have search results. Which one do you want?
Is that the photo? Right. I've got a photo. Your security council here. Is that it?
Do you know what? I don't really know. All I know is it's a US representative to the United Nations, and there's a still from the video. The creature has its hand up, and it looks like its mouth is agape, and it's wearing a crown.
Okay. Maybe it's just the Prince of Nigeria. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey,
I am
Prince of
the
Nigeria.
king. I am the king now.
Why would that be sitting at the thing which says United States? It just
Because
feels
that's
like
where all the princes live. You know, all these Nigerian princes. Not actually in Nigeria. Come on, Hobbit.
it just feels like they you know,
Are these
that,
Nigerian
film
princes? They're really aliens. Is that what you're
with
saying?
Rowdy Roddy Piper, you know, where
Well, there's that many of them. Yeah, they just come to scam you out of your money.
See them.
Yeah.
It's just an alien pyramid scheme, isn't it?
Yeah.
We all know Nigerian princes don't exist, but you know.
Yeah.
Look at
There's
me,
aliens.
I am
They keep
Nigerian
trying.
prince now.
I can't find it. It's like how far will I have to scroll down to see this? Like, oh, hello.
Well, this is great. Hobbit's been talking about this for a week. He comes to the show and he doesn't even know where it came from. Just typical Hobbit.
I'll find it. Don't.
Right, should we talk about the Pleiadians?
Yes.
Yeah, we've got 2 hours yet. Come on, this was something I was going to tease towards the end.
Okay, then. Should we do it in the... it might be in Unexplained Histories, you never know.
Yeah.
Why... See the Pleiadians? Why can't I see the Pleiadians? The Pleiadians are spirit beings.
Oh, no.
Remove your glasses. These pop-up images are blocking your view. Or skip the page and go to meet the Pleiadians. Now let's see. Pleiadian fingerprints. Pleiadian gifts to Earth humankind. Dairy and string. Apparently.
Dairy! Okay.
I don't know. How would you describe that? Is that dairy? Is that dairy? Is it Hobby?
Look, is this some like Mandela effect thing now? Why when people start using the term humankind, it's always been mankind.
Because you don't get humankind without Hugh, Hobbit. So tell me what they've given me. Is that string and dairy? Because that's what it looks like it to me.
Well, they're either like bread and fruit, like nuts, I guess, or yeah, it looks like string and
dairy. Wow, wow.
Wait, harvest festivals and string. I think that's what it's trying to say.
Yeah. Do they mean farming? I mean, that's really crap. That's crap. Who are the Pleiadians? The Pleiadians are light-bodied humans residing in the 5th dimension. Ancestors of Pleiadian starseeds living on Earth. Bringers of agriculture, givers of civilization, builders of megaliths. Masters of interdimensional travels on space vehicles of light, i.e. not metal. Returning to Earth human awareness as spirit beings, i.e. not flesh-bodied astronauts. To be seen by the spirit eye, i.e. the soul eye. The soul eye, is that like the Japs eye, or is that different?
No, it's meant to be like the third eye, isn't it? It's the third eye in Eastern mythology. It's Eastern traditions. Yeah.
Oh, Pleiadians are not Plegiarans.
I need some looking into.
What are Plegiarans? Have you ever heard of Plegiarans? Yeah.
Nope.
Well, clearly.
Maybe it's the evil version of them.
Is, but
it's like dark elves.
You're uncharacteristically quiet, Hobbit.
sound like you're in the cupboard again.
Right, yeah, because Telegram is sensitive, so I have to turn the gain on the microphone down.
Blimey,
Right,
yeah,
I've turned
you're super hot now. Just in between the two.
Right.
happy medium hub.
You know what? I'm going to put my microphone at one setting, and then I'm not going to change it. And if someone like Brooksy on stuff and tells like, "Oh, Hobbit, why are you so loud?" to be like, "Fuck you." That's why.
Yeah.
I think we can live with that compromise.
I'm not adjusting it anymore.
Ian saw Bobby Davro live at the London Pleiadian. It was a good show. And plagiarans are alien plagiarists.
Okay, let's find what are the plagiarans then? Like, have we managed to get that up yet?
Do you want me to pop that up? Do you want to?
Yeah. We need to know what
gonna do a
plagiarans
side
are.
quest?
You know, that's just you can't just like say Palladians are not plagiarans. You know, because we might read this article and think, oh, they're just plagiarans, even then not knowing what the fuck they are, right?
Two names often show up side by side. Are these two ETT groups the same? Answer: Pleiadians and plagiarans are not the same. Though we belong to the this is the same as that fucking other group, the Arcturian group website, isn't it? Although we belong to the same galactic human family, plagiarans in is this like the Remans, the Romulans and the Remans, or
Yeah,
Romulans
like and the Vulcans, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like, well, they're clearly not the same as us because they have pointy ears and bowl head cuts. We have bowl head cuts and pointy ears.
And a brow ridge. That's the only difference. Oh wait, we also use our emotions. We're not robots.
The plagiarans introduced themselves to your world in the 1970s through Billy Meyer, who presented stunning photographs of the plagiaran beam ships and raised mass awareness of contemporary ET visitations. The plagiarans describe themselves as having come from a planet named Error, some 80 years beyond the Pleiadian star system. They were not from the Pleiadian world and are not Pleiadians per se. Is this like the difference between Scottish and British, Scottish and English?
It's like the fact that like they've travelled like 80 billion fucking miles just to say, yeah, we're not this other group, guys. Stop calling us that. Something they're really worried that they're getting misrepresented. They use that intergalactic travel just to do that.
That's racist. You're being ignorant. You're being ignorant. That's racist. You can't call them plagiarans.
Man.
As ET humans, the plagiarans were benign visitors to Earth. They played a temporary teacher role during their short visitation before withdrawing from Earth in 1995. Was it rave music that drove them off? I don't know. What do you think drove them off in 1995?
Eiffel 65. I am blue, dabba dee dabba die. That's what sent them off, isn't it? Fucking. Or Backstreet Boys. Either one.
Right, the year 1995. I'll try Wikipedia. See what comes up.
We'll see if we back. All right. Yeah, that's it. Do. Yeah, that's that will scare them off. That'd scare anyone off. Backstreet Boys and fucking Eiffel 65, right?
They ain't got it in music. Oklahoma City bombing. Could it have been that? Chechen War. Oh, Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was released from prison. Is that why they fucked up?
Oh no, he's out, guys.
Yeah, he's fucking fucked. Mike Tyson's out. We're gone. We're going, guys.
Do you know why? It's because these beings, they're all ears.
Yeah. Mia Martini was found dead. Who the fuck? Don't know. No. US astronaut Norman Thurgood breaks NASA's space endurance record of 14 days, 1 hour and 16 minutes aboard the Russian space station Mir.
Rest in peace, Mir.
Yeah, South Africa won the World Cup. Okay.
Oh, that would have done.
Space shuttle Atlantis docks with the Russian Mir station.
The World Cup wasn't in 1995.
No, and I didn't say the World Cup. Rugby World Cup. Rugby World Cup.
Rugby.
Oh, who cares about that?
Pajarans, obviously. You know.
The third Taiwan Strait crisis. Were they hiding in Taiwan?
Taiwan.
Oh, this is it. Windows 95 was released, Hobbit, on August the 24th. I think we figured it.
Yeah, it's Windows 95. That's what made them. I even remember being excited for Windows 95.
O.J. Simpson is found not guilty of double murder.
Yeah. The justice system works.
Oh, this is interesting. There was a total solar eclipse that was visible from Iran, India, Thailand, and Southeast Asia.
Just so happened to be that they were visiting all three countries at the same time, right?
Yeah.
You know, being
Those
spirit
aren't
beings
real
and all.
places.
Oh no, it might be because Israeli Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin is assassinated at a peace rally in Tel Aviv.
When they say peace rally, is that when they go and like bulldoze some Palestinian children
Most
and
probably.
say, well, why do they persecute us so?
Oh, hold on how about this one then? November 21st, the Dayton Agreement to end the Bosnian War is reached at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base near Dayton, Ohio, December 14th. Does anybody remember another event that happened at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base? Hobbit?
Wait, are we saying that NATO used alien weapons to end the Bosnian War? Serbian War?
Ooh, maybe.
Is that what we're saying?
Maybe they got they got rid of the Pleiadians, whatever they're fucking called. The I can't believe they're not Pleiadian race.
Pleiadians, same difference.
Sorry, the Pleiadians. I don't want to misgender them. I don't want to. That's ignorant. Despite sharing an ancestral link with Earth, humankind, they were not long-term participants in the human project on Earth as we were. The Pleiadians never played the civilizer role. They never participated in the Neolithic revolution that we had initiated. There's been much confusion about how Pleiadians and Pleiadians. Oh, sorry. There's been much confusion about them. Such confusion clouded your view and muddied your understanding. You thereby built up an image of Pleiadians as blonde-haired, blue-eyed Nordic astronauts in sexy, tight spacesuits, travelling in flying... Hold on, I never heard about sexy, tight spacesuits, did you?
No. That changes everything.
I think they're space communists because they said such an association is dangerously misleading. It keeps you stuck in the space of materialism.
What?
The space of materialism, exactly what you need to get out of in order to enter the true space race.
Yeah, the fifth dimensional race. Yeah.
Yeah. The Pleiadians are operating on Earth as non-physical spirit beings in a higher dimension, accessible to your soul/consciousness. In the Neolithic times, you did meet us on the outside.
Which is it? Is it your soul or is it your consciousness? Are they saying that it's the same thing? Because it clearly isn't.
Mm.
Do you ever get a feeling like when you're reading this stuff out that you're being lied to?
I'm actually getting the feeling it's being made up as it's written along. In the Neolithic times, you did meet us on the outside in the third dimension of dense energy. In this time period, however, you must meet us at first on the inside, in the fifth dimension of subtle energy. As spirit beings, we can appear in a variety of forms, often as abstract lights to interact with you or our starseed family around the globe.
What does starseed mean, and why does it make me? It sounds like some woman. It sounds like some really annoying woman.
Pleiadians, read more. Pleiadians are not Nordic aliens. Don't misgender them.
Wait, Pleiadians aren't Nordics, right?
No.
Right. Okay.
Is
So the
anybody
Pleiadians aren't the Pleiadians, and the Pleiadians aren't the Nordics, right?
No.
Got you.
The group of eight. Hasn't somebody? Don't one of you two know about the group of eight? Isn't that the? Or am I thinking the council of? Is it Council of 11 or something? I'm thinking of.
I have no idea.
Which is something to do with space. I don't know.
Maybe.
The group of eight was the Ireland team, and that's Ireland as in the country. The Ireland team of a Pleiadian civilization mission that landed on Earth circa 9,500 BC. Well, actually, that should be BC. Actually, that should be BCE.
Yeah, before
Actually.
Christian era.
Actually. The bringer of civilization to Ireland, circa 5000 BC.
Well, hold on. So they land in 9500 BC, and for 4500 years they do fuck all. Is that what they're saying?
They brought
wrong
civilization. What more do you want them to do?
They're very patient.
Yeah.
What did they do? Like have like Irish cattle farms that were just full of people, you know?
Well,
fucking
actually,
Patrick O'Connell's
if you didn't
fucking
interrupt
being
Fraser,
bred into a
if you
civilized
didn't
being.
interrupt Fraser, you'd know that they were the maker of Irish megaliths, such as the world famous Newgrange.
Oh, I see.
The world famous Newgrange, which is close to the public on New Year's, so you can't like see the main celestial alignment that happens on it.
Oh,
Right.
really?
Bullshit. Stupid Irish cunts like, oh, it's such a great thing. It's great. Well, you can't go into it. No, you can't look at the stars when it comes up at new winter solstice. No.
I think
You can go to the gift shop and you can buy a mug, though. You can do that.
Yeah.
I
Right
think
then.
they spent like I think they must have spent the last 4,500 years breeding out that Jamaican accent. I don't know.
You mean my Indian accent?
Working
Are you
out their
sure?
pronouns.
Are you sure about that?
Working out their pronouns and how they can break it to humans that they're not the Plagiarians. Plagiarians.
Top of the morning to you. I'm a
Plagiarians,
Plagiarian.
whatever the fuck they are. The group of eight. The group of eight is the first Pleiadian group to self-disclose its ancient landing sites. The creative force. I feel like I'm reading a PowerPoint. The creative force behind Pleiadian. The creative force behind www.pleiadianfamily.net. What the fuck?
Oh no! Do you really want to click on that website?
I'm already on it. That's what this website is. Yeah. Made of 4 couples, 8 personalities of 1 Pleiadian soul. You got the maths on that, Hobbit?
Sorry, whilst you're
Four
talking
families.
about the totally legitimate aliens, I'm just looking at
4 couples.
shapeshifters.
Wait. 4 couples of 4 families of 1
It's
Pleiadian
made
soul.
up of 4 couples, 8 personalities of 1 Pleiadian soul.
Okay, so each of the couplings is a different personality then, obviously, but it's all one.
Basically, split personality times 8.
So,
I think that's basically
right,
what it
okay.
is.
So, are we talking about one guy here, or are we talking about 8 guys?
Well, I think they're going to tell us. Oh, they're going to tell us. Oh,
Spoilers.
they're just fucking. They're just blue balling us because they're going to go. Who is Sincera? Sincera is Sincera.
Buy our book.
one of the 8 individuals that constitute the Pleiadian group of 8. A personal interface between the group of 8 and Quinn Ra, a co-author of Quinn's books, and the South plus female aspect of the soul of the group of 8. Oh, Quinn Ra is a dippy bird that sells books.
Right.
China number 1. Quinn Ra is China number 1.
No way.
Yeah. Born and raised in China, educated at Beijing University, BA in philosophy and Harvard University PhD in religion. Once a Fulbright scholar and award-winning filmmaker, now Pleiadian messenger, forever an adventurer. So this bird's got a P side and a G side. So that one is her Gaian self, and her Pleiadian self originated from the Pleiades. Well, obviously, she weren't from Plagiara, was she? Joined a starseed mission to Earth, survived the catastrophic fall of Earth, vowed to stay till mission complete, lived in many bodies, races, and cultures, walked many spiritual paths. That's it.
Okay, right. So if it landed in Ireland, right, how the fuck did she get into a Chinese woman?
Walk the Earth.
Walk the Earth, just like
walk the Earth.
Just swapping bodies as she went along.
Yeah, it's fucking Star Trek. It's what's her name from Thingy, isn't it? Of it.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
It's what's
I'll borrow your meat puppet for
Jax,
now. Yeah,
isn't it? Is it Jax? Dax?
Dax. That's it. Dax. Yeah, she's a trill.
Mm.
Just a trill. An energy trill.
Yeah.
What? So you're saying
Just been-
she's got a symbiotic worm being living inside her?
she's just been trilling around. You know, trilling around, chilling out. So, the Hill of Tara in today's Ireland was a meeting point in 5000 BC, where the star side and the earth side of a human family reunited and rejoiced. We, the returning civilization mission from the Pleiades, chose Tara as our first signature landing site. TM. I mean, it's just the first signature landing site to reveal at dawn. Why is dawn capitalised? Though not our oldest site, Tara is the best to deliver the symbolic message of a family reunion. We are here. More in about. Let's have a look at more in about. Welcome to the Pleiadian family. How much did it cost you to become a member of the Pleiadian family? The group of 8 was a member of the Civilization Mission, a collective of 40 plus members that came from the Pleiades to Earth in 9500 BC and initiated.
Wait, 40? There was only 8 before.
Yeah, obviously
now
there was 5
40.
lots of blue, I assume then. So the group of 8 was the mission's island team, so to speak.
Oh, so they split off from the 40 and. Right,
so
okay.
They were the red shirts. The red shirts are coming. The red shirts are coming. The group of 8
shirts.
Yeah, the brown trousers. I don't know what they are. What's a starseed? No, I thought it was a hyper.
Don't Google starseed.
Yeah. We spoke to Cassandra Starseed. Oh, you weren't there, were you, Hobbit, when we spoke to Cassandra Starseed? Were you?
No,
So, Newgrange portal open at winter solstice, born into the light. So, so you know a little bit about Newgrange then, Hobbit?
Yeah, so during the winter solstice, you can see something through it, but as to what you can see, no one's allowed to know because it's closed to the public on winter solstice. It's like it's the one time of year where it actually does its job. And it's like, no, it's closed. You can't go in.
Well, that's interesting because if it happens the same spot and time every single year, then I don't know, spinny ball mechanics.
Oh yeah, well, don't you realise that precession of the equinox is fine and stuff? Oh, apparently Sirius doesn't. Sirius is not affected by precession of the equinox, and some saying that the Sun and Sirius are part of a binary star system, and
Anyway, do you want some basic facts? These are just basic facts. These are the 4D. I'll do the what is an initiation, right? So, born into the light refers to a symbolic birth, a soul act in the 4D. By making this act, you birth a new self and contribute to the collective birth of an archetypical cocksucker. I've just listened to too much TRS, Hobbit. You remember that drop, do you? You look like the archetypical cocksucker.
Yeah.
Of an archetypical new human for the new Earth. Yeah, I think cocksucker was probably right. The child of light for the new age of light. One archetypical child born in an Earth womb. I don't know what is an Earth womb. I don't know.
That means probably a bog standard womb. Not a special womb that's made of light or something. Yeah.
Not a light womb. One archetypical child born in an Earth womb by numerous individuals on the planet. One child born by multiple initiates. This is a brand new act in the Earth human history.
What?
I don't know.
Are they glorifying orgies? Is this just an orgy party? Right, guys.
Popping out
I won't be here next week. I'll be there. No.
Yeah. So 12/21/2020 is the coded time, and Newgrange is the designated place. But like Hobbit says, it may be the designated place, but you're not getting in there. Here's some basic facts. The 4D is the portal dimension between 3D and 5D.
If the Irish have nothing to hide, then why can't I go there whenever I want?
Hobbit, did you know 4D? Did you know 4D was with? Did you know 4D was between 3D and 5D?
Yeah,
No.
obviously. It's like, don't you even physics, bro?
the realm of symbols, concepts, and archetypes. To connect to 5D light, humans must use 4D vehicles such as imagination. Newgrange is a multi-dimensional temple, a portal into the other 9 dimensions. Newgrange is a temple of life that celebrates the love union of Earth and Sun, the source of life. Newgrange imitates the Earth womb. Newgrange commemorates the Pleiadian-Sirian alliance as a portal to the P field and the S field. The Sun is a portal to the galactic central sun, Ra.
P field and the S field, is this the P and the shit field? You know,
The pee poo poo.
The lemonade comes out of this
Field.
one, and the chocolate out of this one, and
Okay, then you want to know what a P field is?
Yeah.
You can
oh,
visualize
boy,
the
do
P.
I ever.
You can visualize the P field as a light sphere encapsulating the planet Earth. That's called a
No.
Pleiadian field. The
Why
Pleiadian
is it
field
when
is
I imagine the P
Go on.
field, I'm just picturing like a stream entering the toilet.
the Pleiadian
Checkmate,
field.
aliens.
The Pleiadian field is a 5th dimensional energy field accessible through the portal of your heart. God, this is real fucking real housewife hours. This isn't it? The S field. You can visualize the S field as a light pyramid, octahedron encapsulating the planet Earth. The Sirian field is a 6th dimensional energy field accessible through the portal of your heart. What about 1 and 2? What about dimensions 1 and 2? How do you get to them?
Yeah, how do we get to the first dimension?
Oh no, they start 3D and 5D. What about 1D and 2D?
Yeah, exactly. I want to be 2D, man. Fucking fuck 3D. Let's go 2D.
Yeah. So Hobbit, when and where, you ask? Anytime
Did
in the
I?
three
Yeah,
in the 3
let's go
days. December 20th, 21st, and 22nd is fine, Hobbit. Of course, you can synchronize your act with the peak point of the Great Conjunction of Jupiter to Saturn, which is 1221, which means 2112, 1820 UTC, so 20 past 6 on the 12th. Or the exact point of the winter solstice, Sun to Earth, which is the 21st of the 12th, 10:02 UTC. Is UTC GMT, Hobbit?
Universal.
Time coordinated is GMT, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
the French won't accept it called that, so it has to be called UTC.
I'm calling it GMT. The rite itself could last a few minutes or a few hours, depending on individual wishes. Did you know, Hobbit?
It's an orgy factory, right? This is just orgies, isn't it? This is just coded for
Yeah.
come and have sex with us. Let's have an orgy.
No need to travel to Ireland. Just stay at your
No.
current location, be it New Delhi or New York. Find a space where you can be alone, relaxed and undisturbed for a while.
Oh.
E.g. on the beach, in a garden, in a room, or even in a car. Other places are available. A comfortable space where you can close your eyes and let your soul jump timeline and enter the womb reality of Newgrange in the astral realm 4D. The astral temple of Newgrange is accessible from here on to those who acknowledge and honour her existence. Her existence?
It's okay. The portal's got a pronoun.
Pronoun, she, her. So how do you do this?
The ALML's pronouns.
So how do you do this? I hear you ask, Fraser. Born into the light, this soul is done through the power of imagination.
Okay, I got that. I've got imagination in spades, right? Yeah.
You imagine the
What
whole
else?
you imagine the whole scenario inside Newgrange. A child of light is born into the light in whatever way you like. Follow the suggestion below. Imagine a baby just out of its mother's womb inside the womb temple of Newgrange. The baby has made its first cry but not yet opened its eyes. The baby rests in the arms of its mother, surrounded by a ring of women who are singing to welcome its arrival. This is very feminist, isn't it?
Is this Reader's Digest or something? What's going on?
This is the early morning of the winter solstice. Piles of fire that line up the uterine space, making it warm and
Ryan,
cozy.
what the fuck?
Yes,
What are we like teleporting into a fucking urinary tract or something? What are we
Hello,
Newgrange is just a vag. I think that's what they're trying to say.
My name's Vagina Starseed, and I'm going to
But that's
welcome
why it's
you
a
to this
her.
cosmic
That's why it's a she.
journey.
It's literally a woman's vagina.
This
Like
is-
we've got to
Yeah,
go into
it's-
the woman's
Yeah, you're going
vagina.
into the space womb, aren't you? So, now, a spark of sunlight appears in the tunnel leading to the chamber. The spark of sunlight quickly expands into a sunbeam, which shines through the tunnel into the chamber and arrives at the position of the mother and child. The mother extends her arm out and places the child in the sunlight. The child, feeling the touch of the sun on its face, opens its eyes for the first time. The child sees a sea of golden light, feels a sensation of liquid warmth, and hears the soothing sounds made by the ring of women. The sight, the sound, the touch deliver the child the message. Welcome to a world of loving light.
So, whilst you've been talking about Vagina Starseed,
Yeah.
I've been looking up pictures of this Alamal in the United Nations, and
Interdimensional Lizard says the P field and the S field are designated fields that they have in India for P and S, respectively.
that makes sense. Yes, they mostly go over here for the P field for number ones.
Golden rain. Golden rain.
Right, so here's the thing. I'm going to say that this picture that I've got, because it's just a picture, there's no video,
Yeah.
is there is a video, but it's a video of the picture. There's
We
nothing on
really
it.
need Brutus for this one, because it says, hearing the message, all the chakras inside the baby's body open up and connect to the high vibration of golden light. In this golden light, there is love from Earth, love from Sun, love from Jupiter
What
and
high
Saturn.
vibration is?
What?
Because I know what high vibration is. High vibration is.
love from the stars and love from the
Baby.
galactic sun. With all
Baby,
chakras,
let me show you high vibration. All right.
with all chakras activated by this cosmic golden light, the central channel of light inside the child's body is activated, and a base vibration of light is established for the child's life. A child light is born. You are this child.
You know, if I was high on drugs and someone was saying this stuff to me, I'd be like,
Yeah.
please vacate my presence.
If
I
you-
wish to do you no harm.
I think I'd just be like imagining the orgies in the in the golden womb.
This is
I-
this is for, you know, like retired middle to upper class
Yeah.
women. Husbands always playing golf, and
Yeah.
this is the ideal religion for a bird like that, isn't it?
Can you please lay down? I'm about to visualize my pee field on your face
Yeah.
and chest.
I'm about to spread my starseed.
I'm gonna drop my S field on your chest.
I'm opening up my root chakra now, and you'll see the S field. There might be a P field as well, because that usually follows when I'm doing an S field.
Oh dear. There's no other child in the background. Newgrange is all yours. You must imagine yourself as the one and only child of Earth and Sun, as the sole centre of a
But you've got to
vast
imagine
field
yourself
of light.
as an only child.
Yeah.
You don't have to share your toys or bath time with your sisters in the Galactic Federation of Light. I'm Vagina Starseed, and I, for one, am looking forward to being the only child of love and light.
Never underestimate the power of imagination. It is through this precious 4D endowment of yours that you can connect with cosmic light, that you can reconnect with us, your Pleiadian family of light in the 5D. And never underestimate how the power of the individual who is never alone in the spirit realm. Yeah, I think we're done with
you with the
Pleiadians are gay. Why are aliens gay? Why don't they have pew-pew lasers anymore?
Are you in the cult? No, you don't understand. This is a space of love and light with the P field and the S field. Yeah, this is it.
How much do you charge? That's the only question.
Yeah.
I'm very disappointed with these aliens. If this is the best they've got, then they should like fuck off back to where they came from. We're full.
Fuck off, we're full. Anyway, have we had enough of the Pleiadians now?
Yeah,
I think.
the
Yeah.
Pleiadians can fuck off and never come back.
So did we do reptilians or not?
We did the Dracos, so I don't think we did the reptilians.
So we're going to do the actual reptilian. We'll do
The
Who Visit Earth. Our
actual reptilians.
our go-to website for
DavidIke.com. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, they're not in here.
And who are the Archons?
Oh, they're not on our list. We're not talking about the
Why do I
Archons.
get told off if I pronounce them as Archon?
Archons.
Archon.
I can't find the reptilians. I'll just
They're
have
at
to-
the top, aren't they? They're at the top.
Oh, are they in there? I didn't think they were in there.
Yeah,
no, that's
they're
the
in
Alpha
there.
Rome.
Draconians, isn't it?
The reason
Uh,
Rome has those triumphal arches is because of the Archons.
Humans.
The Uganga. The Uganga. You ever heard of the Uganga hobbit?
I tend not to go to that part of the Congo.
What do you know about the reptilians, hobbit? Buy me some time.
Right, so what I know about the reptilians is they're totally real. One of them's in the United States, although it looks like a fish demon.
Fish demon.
And people who don't wear the glasses say, no, that's just a black woman, stop being racist. But, you know, they live was not just...
What the fuck is that? Is that it?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
What's what? What are you looking at?
The
I would
fish
be-
demon with a crown. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Right,
That's
so you're
no-
seeing this.
Yeah.
And the thing is, right, there is the NBC Nightly News. It's timestamps that video. So if you click on it, it will just show you that's the one image they chose of the UN, and they're saying, oh no, actually it's bad lighting because she's got a black mask on, and she wears sunglasses in her hair, and
There's a lot of weird shit going on there because there's that other one, isn't there? The
What the
wears a
fuck?
white
Obama.
crown.
Dude, that's nah.
But you know, and then some people have drawn pictures on it to say,
Right.
oh, clearly it's a black woman, but you know, it still doesn't detract from the fact that it looks like a demon. It looks like a fish demon, and yeah.
Let's put the other fish demon. Let's put the
Where
fish demon.
where the sunglasses supposed to be? There's no way that's a human face. Even a black woman's face. That's not human.
No, it's
Like
not.
the eyes. There's no. Why are the eyes protruding out? Right.
Apparently, when I point
the?
this out, I'm a
Yeah.
racist because they're just as human as you or I.
I know,
Yeah.
right? It's we're actually that ain't no black man or woman. Like, what is that?
I don't know.
We are living in
Do you know
they
what?
live times.
I'm actually somewhere in between both of you. What I think is, I think that's a demon manifesting out of her. I think that's supernatural. I don't think it's the fish demon alien. I think it's demonic.
You ever seen the video of there's this bloke and he's talking to a news reporter, and when he blinks, you can see his reptilian eyes, and then there's another one where
We're gonna
his
do that.
neck-
We're gonna do that probably one week. We're gonna find as many
Yeah.
of these as we can, and we're just gonna go through a load of them.
and one where his neck is pulsating, and another
Yeah.
one where it looks like it almost looks like there's a third eye in the forehead.
That's a
which
gimp
is
mask.
popping
That's
out.
clearly a gimp mask, says Dom.
Oh yeah, I remember that photo of the security guard thing. That looks a bit. Yeah, that looks weird.
Yes, I guess a gimp mask is a suitable item for a black woman to wear in the United Nations when they're voting on shall we impose sanctions on Russia? What United States? What do you say? I say
Is
kill all
it-
humans. I mean,
is,
I.
his camouflage is really fucking up in that Barack Obama one, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the other one with the That literally looks like the bloke from Prometheus. You know the one who's like all
Yeah.
grey and stuff.
You're
yeah.
a big guy.
It's like, you don't need a nose.
Yeah. Are we ready for alienUFOresearch.com, one of the go-to publications to find out like what's really going on in the world?
If they're starting talking about vagina, starseed, and love and
No,
light,
this isn't
I'm out.
this isn't middle-aged housewife stuff. It's proper stuff.
All right, here we go. Let's get on.
So alien reptilians, the reptilians or reptoids. Actually, if I chuck the link in, Hobbit, do you want to do some reading?
Reptar.
Yeah, Reptar.
Reptar. The biggest reptilian of them all. Reptar.
There you go, Hobbit. I'll just put it in Ilamos. Do you want to read this one?
Gas for corpse.
I need to make a noise for about a minute.
Why? Oh, he's gonna fart.
He's gonna fart.
He's doing a Trump. Oh no, he's not. He's doing his fire. Gazorpazorps. They're from Rick and Morty, aren't they?
Rick and Morty. Yeah. Fucking hell, man.
Is that what Morty gave birth to? Oh no, they're the women. They're the women's. They're the women that don't like the fart noise, aren't they?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Have you seen for some reason someone did a picture of Garfield as a Gazorpazorp?
No, I don't know why you'd look for that. Why would you do that?
Well, if you look up Gazorpazorp, you see Gazorpfield.
Is Gazorpazorp that thing in Mork and Mindy?
No, Gazorpazorp's from Rick and Morty. The one you remember when Morty's having sex with that sex robot, and then he has the little baby with the arms at the side of his head.
Oh
Actually,
god,
no, I don't remember this.
Have you not seen that one?
I
Morty
don't seem to
Junior.
remember
Yeah,
much of
Morty
Rick and
Junior.
Morty.
Yeah, just Google Gazorpazorps. And then Rick, they go home and they find out the women are running the society, and Rick drops the fart, doesn't he? He made the noise that should not be heard. Do you not remember that? They're basically doing what's that fucking film with Sean Connery in it? Zardoz. Yeah.
right.
Oh, speaking of Zardoz and other really shit films from the 1970s, I watched Quintet the other day. And oh boy, is it bad.
I've never heard of it. What's it about?
The premise is really interesting. It's post-apocalypse where the world's had its winter because global cooling is a thing, and it's like the last hotel casino in the world. Everyone just sort of gathers around, doesn't do anything except they play this game called Quintet. And one of the star players in it is called Saint Christopher, and he goes around like murdering the other players, and that's how he's so good, because no one can win when you're dead, right?
Yeah. No Fun Zone said, "Damn, Hemi's IQ must be so high with all this Rick and Morty."
Hemi must have a huge IQ in order, because the humor in it. You do have to have a very high IQ to understand it.
Yeah, massive. Yeah. Or you need to have watched a few science fiction films, one or the other.
Yeah.
Are you ready to tell us all about the reptilians, Hobbit?
You want to hear it from me, the definitive expert on Reptar and his minions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was more interested in getting a fire going, but actually, you know what? I'm not even that cold, so let's just go with it. Let's load it up. Right, 8 alien reptilians, which are not demons, they're alamals.
Yeah.
The reptilians, or Reptar, alien race, which is word mixed from reptilians and humanoids that are the same creature. Okay.
How can reptilians and humanoids be the same creature?
Because they clearly hybridize between the two of them.
Okay.
So the human-looking lizard creatures that can shapeshift, like that bloke who's...
Oh, isn't that an anti-Semitic canard?
Shapeshift.
Oh, but you started with the anti-Semitic canards already.
Yeah,
anti-Semitism is off the chart.
They start from the beginning. Speaking of which, I just finished watching Deep Space Nine, and I'm really annoyed with Julian Bashir. And it's like, mate, just let the changelings die of that plague which Starfleet came up with. Just let them die. Look, I know Odo's your friend, but let's face it, as friends go, he's a pretty shit friend. Just accept that. Sorry, mate, you got to die. Isn't there anything you could do, Doctor? Well, there is, but not for you.
But
Not really.
LOL.
I can't be asked. And yeah, so
Couldn't
the
they
Reptars.
got to Daxia? What's her name? The Bajoran.
That's
Couldn't they just
Kieran
got
Kira
couldn't
Nerys, yeah.
couldn't they just got her to flash her Khazar milkers at him and just distract him to stop him from curing the plague? Because there was obviously something going on between those two, weren't there?
True.
It could have done, but Julian's just like, no, Lamau, I'm going to say. Julian is basically, right, so you need to just explain briefly, fuck reptilians.
Yeah.
Julian Bashir was...
This is aliens, technically.
It is aliens, and it's an important story to be told. Julian Bashir was a dribbling retard, and his parents... So, he is a dribbling retard. Let me explain. He's a dribbling retard, and his parents, which look like the cast of Goodness Gracious Me, are of dubious moral value, and they had him genetically modified, and his genes, like, so he'd be really good with motor control and intelligent. And also they whitened him up because, no one likes a dirty, dark Dravidian cast, do they?
Yeah.
You're not going to have like a darky Indian touching your private parts unless it's like really bad. So anyway, they do all the things to make him acceptable, make him white, make him speak proper English, like.
Yeah.
And he gets into Starfleet, but it's all like genetically modification. It's illegal because Khan and that lot with the earworms and things and Kirk and stuff. So yeah. And now they make it illegal because they're also incredibly subversive and they like to destroy society. And so what does Julian Bashir do? Julian Bashir tries to find a cure for the Jem'Hadar with their addiction to crack cocaine, or Ketracil white as they call it. And he also realizes that
was he trying to get him on a program and getting into college and get their lives together?
He tries to get the Jem'Hadar to play baseball with Captain Sisko.
Has he ever just tried the keto diet? Come on, like we all know that works, right?
Yeah.
It's keto it.
So he goes and has this thought that's saying, oh, what if the plague was like an engineered weapon? And then they find, oh yeah, it turns out when Odo went to Earth for that security briefing and he was getting poked and prodded, that's when they injected him with this disease. And now like all the changelings are going to get infected with it because like Odo was patient zero for the plague.
Why did they kill him? And why did they want to kill the changelings?
Because they
are the Dominion.
Yeah, the shape-shifting changelings who want to subvert society and get all the factions fighting one another, so they're too weak, and then the changelings can just infiltrate them and charge them like rent for
this sounds like a highly anti-Semitic conundrum coming up with here. I can't believe it came from Star Trek.
But that's the thing, that the summary of Deep Space Nine is shape-shifting aliens who are rent-seeking get infected with the plague, and then the subversive tranny element who's been genetically modified from parents of dubious moral character, who, lo and behold, managed to subvert society, and rather than the Dominion no longer being a threat, the Dominion carry on being a threat because it's like, well, they got cured of that, and now they're wise to what the humans are doing, and they're never going to go there again. So well done, Julian Bashir, for condemning all of humanity to die, and that's how Star Trek ended, because he's like, oh, but the Hippocratic Oath means I've got to save this guy who's actually doesn't like me.
You've watched a bit of Did you watch all of Picard?
Unfortunately, yes.
Because Doomcock's theory is that technically the whole of the Star Trek universe is now dead. Because you know at the end she dials the aliens, then changes her mind. Well, they still have they can still Star 69 it, can't they? As the Yanks would say.
Or 1471 if you're
Yeah.
English.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's better.
and the thing is with that is I like how there was this thing in TNG where it's like, oh, all of us using warp is causing rips in the space-time continuum, and warp travel is going to be impossible to do. And then, like, subsequent episodes, like, Lamau, yeah, no one cares about that anymore. Let's just, I've got to, like, go and get some milk and cigarettes, so I'll go warp factor 9.
Betazoid, yeah, I'll be back in, like, 20 minutes, getting warp 9, yeah.
It's like, but why don't you just go to the corner shop for it? No, I'm going to Riser for milk and cigarettes at 3 a.m. You don't understand that the ciggies you get in Riser are like, worth it. So warp factor 9. Actually, can I do warp factor 9.9? Well, how fast does this go? Just make it go faster.
What's the maximum amount of warps we can do?
Yeah, do that. Oh, the maximum amount of warps you can do is
can
like.
Can I do all of the warp?
The maximum amount of warps you can do is pretty much like the maximum amount of vagina star seeds. Like, it's like, how much love and light do you want?
Yeah.
And that's how you can have. Let's not constrain it to numbers and arbitrary figures, like saying that warp 10 is instantaneous travel, because Kirk was doing warp factor 15 when it suited him.
Did he?
Did he?
Oh, there were times they were going beyond warp 10, and it was just like, so why are you going like warp factor 6 most of the time? Why are you doing that? Or in the very, very first episodes, they like going from one end of the galaxy to the other at warp factor 3. It's like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. So now we
so
so
much like with the current space program, they lost them.
Yeah.
They lost a lot of knowledge between the original and the reboot.
Well, you see, unfortunately, the Hidden Diggers, what did the really cool like space travel, got lost later on, and that's why stuff happened.
Yeah.
So now we've talked about shape-changing Alamals, let's talk about some shape-changing Alamals.
Yeah.
Reptilians are tall, around 7 to 9 foot, much like the Emperor Maximus Thrax, who was 8'4". And it's
shape-shifting lizard confirmed.
Yeah, well, that's what happened to the Queen Mother as Zero. Zero, if you're listening, come back. We need you, buddy.
Yeah, because the thing is, if Zero was here, he'd be looking at this picture I'm looking at of the fish demon representing the United States and be like, oh, well, they're obviously losing access to their child sacrifices, and that's why they can't keep up the holographic disguise field up. So, yeah, the reptilians, they have green scaly skin, 3 long fingers.
No, you missed that they're also known as dinosauroids. Lizard folk. Is that?
Hang on. I'm not at that point yet. I'm still on the second paragraph in the first sentence.
Well, you missed it's in the first paragraph, but okay.
Oh,
yeah.
They're also known as dinosauroids, lizard folk.
Is that what you call the Is that what you call the black ones? You call them lizard folk?
Saurians.
Call them.
Yeah.
Saurians. That sounds very familiar. Saurians.
Yeah, the Sorian brandy.
Aren't the Saurians from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Isn't that what the? No,
they're
the Triceratons, aren't they?
Saurians are also in Star Trek. You never see them, but everyone's ranting and raving about Sorian brandy.
Oh wait! Saurians are from Mass Effect, aren't they?
Well, Saurians are. It just means like a type of lizard people.
Yeah.
Because it's also mentioned in the Egyptian stuff. One of Carl Sanders' non-Nile albums is called Sorian Meditations. Yeah.
Tactical droid says 8'4". Female expectations are growing more and more unreasonable.
Yeah, Maximus Thrax wasn't even considered Roman because they're like, he's a barbarian, but they called him a barracks emperor because of how popular he was with the legionaries. So, they've got 3 long fingers and an opposable thumb, like the Simpsons characters,
Yeah.
and they've got talons on the end. They've got holes for ears.
So they're like what are the aliens from the Treehouse of Terror? What are they called? I can't remember what they're called. I haven't watched it in years.
Oh, Kodos and Kang. No, they're not like
No,
that.
what's the species called?
They Rigelians?
Rigerians, that's it. Rigerians, isn't it? Rigelians, isn't it?
Because they're from Rigel.
Yeah.
So so they got muscular legs and arms and large eyes. There've been reports of reptilians with and without tails.
And they've got holes for ears. Well, that's not an ear; it's a hole, isn't it?
Yeah, with and without wings, and hidden genitalia. What? It's like saying humans have hidden genitalia because they usually wear boxers. They've been cited.
No, I think they're saying literally that
it's inside their body.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
All right.
literally like it's really cold all the time for them.
Yeah.
They've been cited wearing very little clothes except for armor. Well, maybe that's why they're so cold. But they're all seen with some sort of utility belt said to be used to help them become invisible.
Can't invent clothes. It's like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, isn't it? When they invent the spray can instead of the wheel first. They can invent a belt, but not clothes.
Yeah.
They
say that they.
What are you inventing a belt for? Well, to keep my you just put around my waist.
So they say they wear very little clothes, and yet the first picture of one, he's wearing a hoodie, and the last picture of them, that's basically purple Aki. So, audience, I'm not sure if you're looking at the same page which I'm reading the stuff
what about the one in the middle? Yeah, I've got that up. What about the one in the middle?
Basically
the Marge Simpson one. Like that's got like full clothes on. Like and the one
there's
that's
basically
that's the Aztec, though, isn't it? No, like
it looks very Aztec, doesn't it?
yeah.
There's a gallery here of some drawings, and I like the fact that the third one, which is the blue and yellow one, it's literally like what you see there on the web page. When you click on it, you get an even smaller image appear. So that's actually.
Do you want me to demonstrate to the audience?
It's a thumbnail. But
there you go. I think it might be slightly bigger, Hobbit. I think it's.
Oh, well,
it's marginally bigger. It's marginally bigger.
Just pissing on my hyperbole here.
Sorry,
I was doing it for comedic
hyperbole.
effect. Yeah, that's it. The hyperbole.
Yeah.
Reptilians are a very dangerous alien species that are bent on the Dominion Earth and have somehow resulted in all my passwords on Brave being deleted, and BraveSync does fuck all. So
I think that's the Arcturians
Reptilians.
because we took the piss last week.
Oh, was it? Oh, the Arcturians fuck with my passwords.
Yeah, I think they did because they're the light beings, aren't they?
They are very intelligent, known as evil, and now there's no way of getting my passwords back. And when I look on the Brave support, they're like, "LOL, fuck you," basically. So I'm if anybody's got suggestions, unfortunately I can't read it because I'm not looking at the YouTube stream because for some reason I'm on YouTube India.
YouTube India.
But I am looking for
you got your PNS field. Are they showing you your PNS fields of it?
Yeah, that's right. But I am looking for a third-party Windows password manager where I can just like save all this stuff and auto-generate passwords and what have you.
I'm sure Songjeep can help you with that.
Yeah.
So there's a few different theories as to where the reptilians actually came from.
You need to install TeamViewer, Hobbit. You need to install TeamViewer.
Do I need to get Apple £20 card? These aliens, they're very intelligent, known as evil, have telekinetic powers and a warlike mentality that has driven them to secretly incorporate themselves in our society.
So why haven't they completely fucked us over? I mean, they do us by about 2 feet easy.
Yeah.
You know, they have
obviously
telekinetic
stronger
powers.
than us, right?
They get telekinetic powers. They're fucking stronger than us, and they're running the country. So why haven't they finished us off then?
Well, here we go. Some conspiracy theory suggests that many important leaders are actually reptilians acting as humans in order to help them with their agenda. From George W. Bush to members of the British royal
Queen
family.
Mum. We know that because Zero told us.
Yeah. Yeah. There are a few different theories as to where the reptilians actually came from. Some say they were here on Earth before us humans and live in secret underground.
Like in Doctor Who.
They just live in secret underground
Yeah.
in various caverns around the world. While others believe they are from Alpha Draconis star system of the Orion constellation, or both.
So they're from
they-
Orion's
Yeah.
belt. Is that why they invented the belt? Because they're from Orion's belt.
Well, that's where we get the term belt from, because it comes from Orion's belt.
Yeah.
The reptilians have been around since the beginning of mankind. Oh wait, I thought it was humankind.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's only if you're listening to Woman's Are it's humankind.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they get annoyed about the term mankind, saying, "Oh, but that puts man first." And have been thought to have given the human race much of its early technology, like dairy and string.
Yeah.
they-
Dairy and string, yeah.
Yeah, they helped build the pyramids. They worked with the Mayans. They helped start early religions pretending to be gods and manipulating Adam and Eve in the Bible.
They seen a peanut stand, a rubber band, and they even seen a needle that winked his eye.
David Icke says that the earliest religions humanity ever had was serpent worship, because reptilians.
There is something to that though. There are cults of like the snake and that. There are like reptilian cults. Yeah, Robert Seffer does some stuff on that actually. There is some truth to that.
While dealing with the story of the Garden of Eden, the Midrash also deals with the
I
serpent.
can't wait until Hobbit pronounces his name.
It declares that before causing Adam and Eve to sin, it had legs. And that's from the Bulachit Rabbah, chapter 19. According to this, the serpent was once a tall, splendid, and regal creature. When its fate was decided, that it was written that upon thy belly thou shalt go. That's also in Bulachit 3:14. The ministering angels descended and cut off its arms and legs. Bulachit Rabbah 20.
Yeah.
This tradition gives it's such a beautiful language. It really is the language of love. This tradition gives the image of the enticing serpent as an impressive dimension that has repercussions on many viewpoints of the ancient world, which saw the serpent as representing forces of evil on one hand and as possessing supernatural powers on the other hand. Well, okay. Unfortunately, their final goal... their final goal is to eventually enslave the human race in the New World Order and use humans for mining and other physical tasks when the time is right.
Why are they closing down mines then, Hobbit?
What, like right now?
It's the ploy. It's to lure you into a false sense of security. You know, you're not going down the mines there, Goy.
So when Margaret Thatcher was closing down the mines, was she actually fighting the New World Order?
Yeah, she was fighting the New World Order.
I don't believe it somehow.
Arthur Scargill owes her an apology.
Yeah, Arthur Scargill was a reptilian.
Yeah, probably was.
Bitch.
There's something definitely alien about his hair, weren't there?
Out of all the different types of alamals visiting Earth, the reptilians are by far the most dangerous to our very existence as humans. They have very little respect for us and want the Earth for themselves. Some say that the Greys have been working against the reptilians in order to help the human race, but it is unclear why. They may have a similar agenda and just don't want the reptilians to acquire the Earth before them. Ooh.
But if they're so like technologically advanced, they could just nuke the planet, right?
This alien picture here is literally from fucking V. Remember V?
So here's the thing, right? And you got to ask yourself: if all these alien miles are real and space is real, and NASA's not lying to us about anything whatsoever, right? That means there are these big rocks which can kill the dinosaurs up in space. And let's say you're an alien, right? And you've got a flying saucer, and you can go really fucking fast. I'm pretty sure if you've got the ability to. You can go warp factor 15 when you're busting for a shit. And the captain's log is full. So
Hobbit's been and filled the captain's log up.
Yeah. The captain's log has got a clog in the dilithium matrix thing.
Yeah.
So I gotta say, right. Oh my god, I'm so annoyed that Brave delete. Why did Brave? Oh, your computer had a crash. Well, I'm just gonna delete all your passwords then. All right, can you recover it from one of the other devices that I've linked together? No. Why would you want to do that?
I know,
Because
I know you can export your passwords as a Excel document, but you can't actually put them back into the program as an Excel document.
yeah, and that didn't work either because I tried and it was just like, oh no, it's a security feature. We're not going to let you do that. But I can literally access my passwords and I can write them down manually. What is it's like the creator of Brave going to come around my house and like break my hands because I'm writing down my own passwords on a piece of paper. I was going to say, so, oh, that's it. Warp factor, aliens. Right. If I was an alien, right, and I'm just like, oh, I can't deal with humans anymore, why not just like crash a bunch of asteroids and comets into the Earth? Because space is totally
Yeah.
real, right?
Yeah.
You just push a couple of asteroids there, and no one will know it was an alien invasion because they're like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, asteroids are totally real,
Yeah,
and now we're all dead.
If they really wanted like the planet, just nuke it and then
There's loads they could
take
do.
it.
I mean, they could probably.
You say nuke,
they
I
could
say
probably.
asteroid.
They could probably come up with a disease that killed everything but reptiles,
Yeah.
couldn't they? It's like there's loads
Exactly.
they could do.
They could do, yeah. If you can get from Sigma Draconis to Earth in what 20 minutes,
Yeah.
I mean, you probably even got like an
do
ability
anything,
to
right?
like shoot a space laser into the sun, which causes a coronal mass ejection,
No,
and
but
you
they've
make
probably
it
got. They've
point
probably
towards
got.
Earth.
Can't they defeat us in Mahak, like with the? Aren't they like Klingons? They could just kill us with their big blades or something.
Well, I'm
Their
thinking like,
claws.
say like for example, you're super fucking paranoid, and you think like some humans going to survive in nuclear bunkers, or whatever, and
Yeah.
when they come out, and you've got like your wild thing, and it's like, oh no, the humans are here. This 5 foot tall like guy that's been surviving on Soylent for the past 80 years is going to kill us all. And you're like, and then the guy's like, hey, you guys like nuked us and we saw it and we know that wasn't Russian nukes, but it was totally space alien nukes because they when they blew up they went green. It's like, thwarted. Now we have to leave in shame because the humans figured out what we're doing. Oh, we can't win. What with us being 9 foot tall?
Oh,
But all right.
and we
so-
had all this mining equipment just laying around ready. Fuck's
Yeah.
sake.
so let's say
Was it
let's-
for those damn kids?
I mean, maybe the reptilians are taking notes as we're talking right now. Let's say I'm like an evil alien space monster, right? And I want the Earth for myself, and I'm going to like get rid of all life, so I don't have to contend with anything. Am I going to use nukes which blow up green and has a signature saying "Made in Rigel 4"? Or am I going to like go, oh, there's a bunch of like asteroids here already in their solar system. I'm just going to lob them towards the planet, wait 20 years, and then go, oh, look, they're all dead.
Well, would they even need like humans to mine ore, right? Wouldn't they be able to just crack the planet open and like suck out all the materials they need, right?
Well, obviously you don't understand how clearly advanced these ALMLs are. They've
Oh,
got
they can't do that yet.
they got spaceships which can zip from like one end of the galaxy to the other when they want to get like a pint of milk at 3 in the morning on Rigelax 1. But what you need is a bunch of Egyptians with bronze pickaxes digging for gold for you, because that's the most advanced mining technology. You see, all the points you spent into mining, manufacturing, and like Weetabix, they just took all those points and like maxed out like faster than light travel. They still haven't figured out the bronze pickaxe. Or
Yeah, they're
bashing
literally the guys from Hitchhiker's Galaxy. They've invented space travel, but they can't mine anything.
They're not even at the
Can't
stage
actually
of,
make their technology.
they're not even at the stage of bash 2 rocks against one another and collect what comes out.
They need humans. They need humans mining expertise.
We see humans have got like super. We're like leaps and bounds ahead. Like when they saw we made red bricks, right? They were like, "Oh my god, humans are gonna take over the entire universe." That's why we got get the Galactic Federation. I'd like to put a space force field around them, so they can't go into space anymore because they'll just put red bricks on their spaceship, and then oh no.
Can't deal with rhetoric.
Speaking of which, we have talked about the woo-woo nature of red bricks. I like how even something as mundane as a red brick is woo, right? Because it turns out in them olden days, before the mud flood and all that happened, and people were doing free energy, it turns out bricks can be
Totally.
used to store electricity. They're red because of the iron ore, iron oxide. And
Is that what it
modern-
is? Like space aliens can't shoot through red brick? Is that their pew lasers can't get through red brick? Is that what the problem is?
Space lasers can't melt red brick. That is true.
Yeah.
And that's why the World Trade Center had no red bricks inside it.
It's just
And that's why if I have to build a house, I'm making sure
Yeah.
there's some red bricks in it. I mean, I've got some red bricks right next to me now. So come the nuclear apocalypse, I know where I'm going to be cowering in.
building a fort of red bricks around yourself.
Invest
Alien
in
fears
big red brick.
The reptilian fears the human and their red bricks.
Daddy, come look at my fort I built.
So
The red
is this
bricks and hobbits inside.
is this why journalists don't like it when you talk about bricks to them? It's because they're really
Yeah,
lizard
they're
aliens.
You just trigger their innate inferiority complex about humans with their bricks and their bronze pickaxes. And you see, never mind talking about steel pickaxes or the fact that we've got like pneumatic hammers for drilling.
Drills or
That's too much for them.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the thing. Saying the reptilians live in these underground caverns. Yeah, they never built any of the underground caverns. We built all of that stuff for them. And it's not even like advanced drilling machines like the Channel Tunnel, which is a pretty impressive feat of engineering. No, the deep underground military bases use like these nuclear stone burners that just melt through the rock and push it around. And the reptilians are like, we're going to live here now. Thank you, puny humans, for making these. And the thing is, it's not that the aliens want to live underground. They're just such in awe of like the perfectly smooth.
Like No Fun
rock
Zone
walls.
says, the humans are just doing the jobs that the lazy reptilians won't, aren't they?
The stupid reptilians, they come here and they think they're all big bollocks,
Wait.
right? Because
Wait, what other like group that is maybe a parable on Earth is similar in the advancements yet does none of the work?
I think that's an anti-Semitic canard you're coming up with there, Fraser. Not for the first time either.
Anti-alien canards, yeah.
the anti-alien agenda, you'll be hearing from APAC or whatever it's called. the aliens first.
Ayla Malpak.
Can I just say, for the record, I haven't met any of these Alamals, but I am going to be racist towards them because fuck them.
Especially the Arcturians. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Like I was on 4chan's poll the other day, and be like, message to all humans: if you use thermonuclear weapons, we're going to come and we're going to tell
Dom
you.
says
off.
these reptilians, all they do is driving around playing their raps and shooting up our jobs.
But anyways, so this space. Never mind the fact.
No
that
Fun
we've
Zone
already-
said it should be called IPAC. AYY pack.
So, never mind the fact that we've actually detonated 2,000 nuclear weapons on this Earth, including 2 in wartime. I just like that the first reaction to it was, fuck off, space nigger, we're full.
They're going to stop us using weapons ever, Hobbit. Didn't you know that? That's what they're here for.
That's why we take up the red brick and we win.
Yeah.
Well, or the other piece of advanced technology which the reptilians fear, we make a board, a plank of wood with a nail through it. But then eventually the humans will make bigger planks of wood with even bigger nails in it. And one day they will make a plank of wood with a nail so big, when they swing it, it will destroy the Earth.
So, right, are we going to talk about the last but not least? We have the Greys. These are always a funny ones to talk about, aren't they?
yeah.
The Greys are typically depicted as grey-skinned, diminutive humanoid beings that possess reduced forms of or completely lack external
Clearly
human
that's a
body
lie.
parts.
Clearly that's a lie. I'm not gaslighting you and saying they're all yellow. They're just called greys because they're fan of Earl Grey tea.
You Americans have such big penis.
Oh, can I just say that there's this little shitty bar in Roswell called the Ailey Inn.
Oh no. Dom said, "Stop using racist words." Or he's going to pull all of his music from Spotify.
Hey, I'm just quoting other people here. For authenticity's sake, we have to use the correct language. You can censor it for yourself. I'm not going to do it for you.
I did hear that oh, it was the one married to John Lennon, Yoko Ono. Yoko Ono was threatening to put her music on Spotify if Thingy weren't cancelled.
Oh, is she going to put on everyone's favourite single, the one about the
screaming
woman?
one.
Is there?
You heard the screaming one.
No, but there is that one saying "woman is the nigger of the world."
Oh yeah, woman.
Because...
Oh, do you remember that? This is Christmas, so what have you done? I can't stand that song.
Oh, is it the one where they got like the backing choruses going na 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 na?
Yeah.
I really don't like the Pogles one, not because of the lyrics, just because he can't sing.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to this. Anyway, so they lack external human body parts such as noses, ears, or sex organs.
Well,
Their bodies
they lack external human body parts. Well, they're alien.
Oh yeah, exactly.
They lack external
why would
alien
they have
body
it?
parts then. Their bodies are usually depicted as being elongated, having a small chest, lacking in muscular definition and visible skeletal structure. Their legs are depicted as being shorter and jointed differently from humans, with their limbs proportionally different from a human. I don't know, I always thought they were kind of just like skinny people.
No.
They
Big
look like
heads.
goblins.
No.
Oh god. Are you going to start trying to get J.K. Rowling into yet more trouble, are you?
Hey, I'm saying if the shoe fits.
So the Greys are depicted by having unusually large heads in proportion to their bodies, with no hair on the body and no noticeable outer ears, noses, or sometimes with small openings or orifices for ears, nostrils, and mouths. In drawings, Greys are almost always shown with very large opaque black eyes. They are frequently described as shorter than average adult humans. Anything you want to add to that, Hobbit? Fraser?
Yeah, I want to know why the Grey stole my passwords. I'm
Yeah.
really...
Fraser, what you got anything you want to add to that about the Greys?
Well, no. From what I understand, there's two distinct, different like greys. There's the tall greys, and then there's the short ones.
There's like the clockwork ones as well, isn't there? And aren't one lot of them supposed to be robots?
Oh, what, the Clockwork
Wow.
Elves?
Yeah.
Well,
no,
yeah, that's
Clockwork
the
Greys.
smaller ones. The smaller ones are supposed to be like automaton kind of things, like bees.
Mm.
They're like they're like worker drone kind of things. Yeah, I don't know if there's a section on like the two different types, but
No, they don't really. This is Wikipedia, so it's not that good.
have you not got on the other website of the Greys? No,
Let's have a look.
they're probably called something else.
Who visit Earth?
I don't think they'd be just called the Greys.
No, they. What? Greys?
Well, there's
Gracely.
different versions.
The Gracely.
Go up one more.
What looks like Greys? Dohu. The Asbanhu.
What is it? The Thailand, something Tyler. That one, yeah.
I don't know. Let's go down then. The Tolosi, the Taris, the Tanzania. No, none of them really look like it. The Tanzanians.
Tanzanians.
The Tanzanians.
Tanzanians.
Big things. Some of these look like they're Star Wars characters, to be honest. I'm not entirely like the Nommo. The Nommo literally looked like the dude from Prometheus.
Right.
Nah, I think the other
Oh,
ones.
okay.
We gotta know which
Let
ones
me
we're
find
talking
it.
about. Zeta Reticuli, they're not there, no.
That's them, I
Oh,
think. That's
so
the
here
Zeta
are your
Reticulans.
small
Yeah,
greys. So the Ainana, the Erk. Why do they make these so hard to pronounce? The Akarit, the Anak, the Dohu, the Eben, the Elfaf, the
yeah.
Emertha, the Movinthian, the Zerog Zeta, and the Solipsi Ray. So I think you really have to know your aliens to know. You have to be a bit of an expert to know this stuff, don't you? I'll go back to Wikipedia. So they're saying it. That the association with Zeta Reticuli. So the association between grey aliens and Zeta Reticuli originated with the interpretation of a map drawn by Betty Hill, by a school teacher named Marjorie Fish sometime in 1969. Betty Hill, under hypnosis, had claimed to have been shown a map that displayed the aliens' home system and nearby stars. Upon learning of this, Fish attempted to create a model from a drawing produced by Hill, eventually determined the stars marked at the aliens' home was Zeta Reticuli, a binary star system.
Right.
No Fun Zone says all the alien babes are from Zeta Reticuli. So the origins of the grey alien may go back to the late 19th century. In 1891, the novel Meda, A Tale of the Future, was published by Kenneth Follinsby, in which the narrator encountered small grey-skinned aliens with balloon-shaped heads. In 1893, H.G. Wells presented a description of humanity's future appearance in the article Man of the Year Million, describing humans as having no mouths, noses, or hair, with large heads. In 1895, Wells also depicted both the Morlocks and the Eloi, the successor species to humanity, in very similar terms in the novel The Time
Well, that's
Machine.
interesting because H.G. Wells had a lot of this. Like, he wasn't Aleister Crowley, but he knew stuff which he ought not to have known.
Yeah, a lot of his stuff is well in advance of his time, isn't it? Was it H.G. Wells or the other guy that wrote John Carter of Mars?
I think that was the guy who did Conan the Barbarian.
No, I don't think it was.
No. He came after, didn't he?
Is it?
John Carter of Mars. Let's
Yeah.
find out. John Carter of Mars is a fictional vagina soldier, read by Edgar Rice Burroughs.
Edgar Rice Burroughs. That's Tarzan.
Yeah. Tarzan.
Yeah.
His resting place was Tarzana in California.
Mm.
Wonder where he got the name for Tarzan.
Tarzan, Venus. Oh yeah.
So we really do need to work out how to do Aleister Crowley, because I think we need to cut him up into chunks, but quite what chunks I don't know. As early as 1917, the occultist Aleister Crowley described a meeting with a preternatural entity named Lamb that was similar in appearance to the modern Grey. Crowley believed he had contacted the entity through a process that he called the Amalantra workings, which he thought allowed humans to contact beings from outer space and across dimensions. Other occultists and ufologists, many of whom have retroactively linked Lamb to later Grey encounters, have since described their own visitations from him, with one describing as being cold, computer-like intelligence and utterly beyond human comprehension. So then in 1933, the Swedish novelist Gustav Sandgren, using the pen name Gabriel Lind, published a science fiction novel called Den Okanda Faran, The Unknown Danger, in which he describes a race of extraterrestrials who wore clothes made of soft grey fabric and were short with big bald heads and large dark gleaming eyes. The novel, aimed at young readers, included illustrations of the imagined aliens. This description would become the template upon which the popular image of grey aliens is based. The archetype was further enforced by science fiction films. The Earth versus the Sign of Flying Saucers featured alien invaders very similar to appearance to the modern grey. What do you think to this theory that maybe we invented the greys or something like that? Like there's some sort of like tulpa.
Yeah,
I don't know. Why would we do this? Why?
Well, Aleister Crowley did a whole bunch of thing about summoning demons, but then not closing the portal because, like, oh, they're having a battle for who gets to be president of the Magic Society. Well, this really dangerous like demon summoning ceremony. I'm just gonna like walk
Well,
away.
catch you later, guys.
Yeah,
yeah, because
I'm
you
sure
never
this will
did
have-
close that one. That's that place that Ian's going to go to when he goes to Loch Ness.
I'm sure this will have no unforeseen consequences in the future.
Yeah,
And it basically, you know how like in Ghostbusters they do that thing of saying like it's a tulpa, don't think of anything.
yeah,
And then one of the guys thinks of the stave puffed marshmallow man.
yeah,
So like Aleister Crowley's tulpa is the Greys.
yeah.
And what was that thing in the 90s with all the Greys like, hey, take me to your dealer and the weed and the bongs and the
Weed LaBelle.
space weed.
Yeah,
And then moon rocks where it's like, oh wait, are you so like habituated to cannabis use that like smoking the flowers no longer gets you high? Well, here we go. We've made a wood glue out of the cannabis resin, and we dip the buds in that, and then we get like the powder from like the resin that's on the buds, and we shake it around in that. And then, so, we put that on top. So basically, you've ended up making what looks like chocolate truffles, but it's all just drugs.
yeah.
And then you can smoke it, and they call those moon rocks.
Jesus.
And apparently, what's his name? Godwinson says you can get them in Soho. And they're very expensive, but they will get you some fucked. Because Godwinson needs the big spliffs.
So Dom Elfkicker said there's a theory that greys are us from the future. That's how we'll end up if we sat at our pooters all day. What do you think to that? Because also, some people say that the aliens have also sold their souls.
When you consume one Impossible burger, you turn into a grey. Facts. Yeah. Yep.
So the concept. So do you think like plausible or implausible that we created the aliens?
It could be a tulpa, but then I don't know what it does.
Yeah.
Well, they kind of take on their own thing, don't they? I mean,
but no, you'd have to like put into it like your fears, right? And then it would just be that singular.
It's not necessary. It's not necessarily fears, but tulpas do. They take on their own things, aren't they? Because a guy, I read one story where a guy created a tulpa and it was like a gnome, like your classic like garden gnome type gnome,
right?
And then over time it become like more demonic and evil, and it just became weird.
Really? How do you create tulpas?
It's a thought thing, isn't it? It's like I suppose you have to be in some sort of altered state or something, don't you? So you create concentration. But I suppose, do you think there's some sort of like mind net? There's some sort of like psychic internet. Hobbit or Fraser.
Yeah, the
Isn't that just
Akashic
the Akashic record? Yeah.
Oh shit! What's the? Oh fuck! Hold on a sec. I've got another thing that's not the Akashic record that sounds like the Akashic record. What's it? Nigel Planer's doing a book. Hold on a sec. I'm just on the oldie worldy internet. It's the latest Fortean Times. Available in all
I
good
was
bookshops.
in W.H. Smith the other day, and I was like, I want a Viz magazine because one of my favourite right, Viz top tips are top tier bands, right?
Yeah.
So, car drivers, convince other motorists that you're driving an expensive car with automatic wipers by turning your wipers on whenever it rains.
Morphic Resonance. I
really like that top tip. But anyway, W.H. Smith did not have the latest edition of Viz. And what's worse, I went into Spoons today and they didn't have the latest editions. No, I should have actually. They didn't have the latest edition of Spoons News. And and the app wasn't working, and I had to ask for my food after 5 minutes, and they'd forgotten about it.
Oh,
So
so
they
for
yeah.
the uninitiated, morphic resonance is the proposition that collective memory is inherited via morphic fields that dictate behavior. It's the reason suggests Sheldrake, that's what's his name, Rupert Sheldrake, that birds fly south for the winter and humans celebrate Thanksgiving and Passover every year. The past becomes present through a kind of resonance with those who have performed the same rituals before. So what do you think of that then?
Well, Frank Herbert in June was talking about the cellular consciousness decades ago, absolutely decades ago, and that was just like a piece of fiction. But there's a lot of good fiction in there's a lot of truth in good fiction. The fuck?
So basically, they go on to say on the thing that Betty and Barney Hill kind of shape the current belief of the Greys through their abduction.
Right, yeah. And then everyone else just starts seeing it. So it's kind of like a
Yeah.
mass psychosis thing, isn't it? Like,
Well, because it is also kind of weird that long before people kind of were into
yeah,
science fiction, the people used to see
succubuses and
Phantom Air,
incubus.
Well, I was gonna go in between that, like Phantom airships before they saw UFOs.
That's true. Yeah, they did, didn't they? They saw
Yeah,
like
yeah.
people like on these airships, just like drop by and like had a chat with them, kind of thing. You know.
Yeah, yeah. But
It's
this
just like,
was before airships were a thing as well, wasn't it? And then obviously when you go further back, so then you go fairies, and then as you go further back, fairies became demons, didn't they? So it's our Grey's just the current understanding of whatever fairies and demons. Could they? Well, I know you think they're demons, don't you, Hobbit?
The Mals is just like they're not evil demons that want to steal your soul. No, they want to vivisect you whilst you're alive and see what makes you tick and harvest your soul so that they can put it into their own diseased bodies. Apparently, all the Greys are clones of one another. There are no new Greys. They've lost the ability to sexually reproduce because they have no soul.
Actually, Hobbit, in the 2005, Frederick B. Malmstrom, writing in Skeptic magazine, Volume 11, Issue 4, presents his idea that Greys are actually residual memories of early childhood development. Malmstrom reconstructs the face of a Grey through transformation of a mother's face based on our best understanding of early childhood sensation and perception. So actually want to fuck your mother when you see a Grey, Hobbit.
God, Freud would be proud,
Are you
wouldn't he?
scared of spiders? You must want to fuck them.
It's also been proposed that Greys are actually distorted memories of traumatic experiences, fading with time, especially according to studies by Malmstrom and similar researchers. It's easier to imagine being abducted by alien creatures than to face traumatic memories of being bullied by peers or assaulted by an aggressive man.
By an aggressive man.
Fucking gay.
Fucking hell.
That's gay. That's seriously gay.
Cope. Fucking.
Cope Meister General. Yeah. Got it.
I'd say the like idea that we conjure these things of like the imagination. It would need more kind of like looking into. Like there are, for as much as I hate the whole kind of like do we create our own reality kind of stuff? Like are we?
I would
both
say,
the observer?
in addition to that, you got to say, like, if we are creating these, then where are we getting the forms from? Where are we just decide
exactly.
like,
That's
is what
it.
it's going to look like?
Exactly. And then why does it catch on then with everybody else? Because then that's very powerful. Kind of like what is it? What the CIA and the Russians were trying to do with like remote
Mass
vision
hypnosis
and
and massive own it,
yeah,
mass hypnosis type thing. But what about
yeah,
like
like
what about like so like
psychic
isn't
experiments, isn't it?
Isn't Slenderman a similar
That's
thing to
true.
this?
Yes, that is, you could make a case that is exactly that's the
Slend-
new alien thing, isn't it? Because people now are saying,
Well,
"Oh, I saw Slenderman."
Yeah.
Slenderman's a new tulpa.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. That could be. I mean, because like, even when I read Slenderman, I thought it was scary. I thought it was like, holy shit, that's kind of freaky and like
But it's kind of
Ah,
I mean
it is.
you're getting
It's like I
Slenderman
wonder if
sightings now, aren't you?
yeah,
but
exactly.
one of the things I find about this is like, yeah, these things are scary. Like the time I read out the Russian sleep experiment on the thing,
Hmm.
but then when I read out, it's just like this is a 14-year-old girl's fan fiction. And it's when you start reading things out loud, you start
Yeah.
going, hang on, this is a bit bullshit. There's something to be said for reading silently and then reading things out loud.
Oh, Hobbit, you watch Babylon 5, don't you?
I've been meaning to rewatch it now. I finished Deep
In
Space
Babylon
Nine, yeah.
5, the Greys were referred to as the Vree and described as being allies and trade partners of the 23rd century Earth.
I don't remember Greys in it.
Yeah, no, there was in Babylon 5. There was that trial. They had that judge, and he was like, "There was an alien there," and the guy was like, "This guy abducted my like family and shit," and it's just like an alien grey. Like he
Oh
was in that
no,
courtroom. Do you remember that bit?
they literally did
You
the
remember
bit.
that bit? Yeah, they did. Yeah.
All I seem to remember from Babylon 5 is Mr. Garibaldi.
Oh, Mr. Garibaldi. Yeah.
Mr. Garibaldi.
I love that guy.
Why do
He
you
is
like
such a good actor.
why do you like bourbon so much, Mr. Garibaldi?
Yeah. And
It's
Jakar.
ironic
Fucking
because
Jakar and him were the best, like, that was
Mr.
some good TV.
Garibaldi in the thing was a recovering alcoholic, and
Yeah.
ironically in real life he was a recovering alcoholic.
And then he became an alcoholic again in like the 4th season.
Yeah, and also became an alcoholic in real life and died. Apparently he used
Oh
to do
no, he didn't, did he? Did he
Yeah,
die? Fuck.
he was doing like a radio show, like a Rush Limbaugh thing, but I think he
Really?
died in 2016 or 15.
Oh man.
The guy who played the Doctor in it had AIDS and he died
No way.
because niggas kissing, and like loads of people that were in that show are dead now.
Is it
The one which
Wait,
I
the
was
only one who's still alive is Michael. Is it Michael? What's his name? Guy who plays the main guy. The guy who came in after.
Oh, what the guy that was in Tron? What was his name? Yeah. He was a good actor. I'm glad they actually replaced him because the original guy, yeah, it was interesting and all that. But
I liked it. I like the original guy, to be honest. But they did
had
actually do it justice, like with the
he had schizophrenia. The thing is,
Did
like,
he?
yeah, and that's why they had to like emergency find somebody else to replace him.
No way. Is that why? Holy shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, J. Michael Straczynski had done all
Yeah.
this thing, and like there was that whole big thing about like, well, we want the commander to be like this, fifth-rate captain or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's like, and it was only explained later. It's like the reason for that is because he's like, not an emissary, but like he's important to the Minbari, because the
Yeah.
Minbari found out they're reincarnating as humans.
Yeah.
And then like he has to go now back to his home planet, like Poochie and Itchy and Scratch, where they just like don't bother even animating his departure. It's just like, yeah,
Billy Mummy from was it Lost
Yeah,
in
he's
Space?
been called away from Minbari. That's it. That's what you get in the second season. Isn't it? The first thing he's like, "Where's where's the guy? Oh, he's on Minbar now. Fuck. Here's the new guy. Oh, where's the doctor gone from the first season? Oh, he's gone as well. He's disappeared. It's like, oh, okay.
There's actually
Because of
some
aliens,
interesting. There's some interesting cast in it, isn't there? So, like I say, Bill Mummy's been in it. Who is who's the kid from Lost in Space? Adam Nimoy, who's the son of Spock, isn't he?
The one who I find really interesting in it is I can't remember his name. I just know him as Mr. Garibaldi.
Oh, sorry, that's directors I'm looking at.
Even though he's a Centauri, is his assistant Viacotto. He starts off as really fat, but then like in the later series, he's thin. and the actor who played him was like, "Yeah, I'm going to lose some weight," and I thought he had like AIDS or something. It's just like, no, I'm just bored of being fat, so I'm not fat anymore.
Good for him.
Yeah,
Such a
well
such a good
done.
TV series. Yeah.
It really is, and it's a really shame that the spin-off Excalibur was so shit.
Yeah, I did watch that, and it was like, oh, yeah, that was a bit disappointing.
Do you know what? And the other thing that's disappointing about this, whilst we're on the subject of Ayla Owls, is what's his name? The French director, the one that got Jean-Paul Gaultier to do the costumes, Fifth Element.
Oh,
Luc
Luc
he's gotten Jean-Luc Besson. That's it.
Yeah.
He rewrote that script so many times, and then eventually it gets turned into a movie, which is an absolute masterpiece. If you've never seen
Movie?
the
Fifth Element. Oh, Fifth Element. Yeah.
I've seen bits of it. I've seen bits of it once. I think I've never watched the whole
Why
thing.
have you not watched the Fifth Element? What? Who
Because
are
Hemi
you?
doesn't like watching good quality movies.
It's just
Yeah,
shit I
who
don't
the
get,
fuck are
it's
you?
just shit I don't get around to watching. I've watched a lot of films.
Hemi is the sort of person to watch all like 3 films of Kick Puncher and Psycho Cop.
Sharknado, but he won't watch the fucking classics, would he?
Hemi will watch all 5, including the really shit Leprechaun 5. He'll watch all the dog shit
I haven't seen
films.
it. I've seen hardly any. I don't think I've. No, the only Leprechaun film I've watched all the way through was probably the first one, and that's because I watched it on VHS.
I was going to say the best.
that was
one
like Mum and Dad are going out, and that's your video for the night. So that's why I watched all of it.
Oh right, I was going to say that the best one to watch is Leprechaun 3, where he's in Las Vegas.
Because Leprechaun 1 is fairly sensible, isn't it? It's got They're Out Friends.
That's why it's dumb and it's boring, and it just whenever I watch it, I'm like, I'm just imagining that the survivors are 4chan and like we need to kill Warwick Davis in the most imaginative way possible. But
you haven't seen Friday the 13th Hobbits. Don't fucking start on me what hasn't been watched.
I've downloaded it. I'm going to watch it, but the Fifth Element.
Yeah,
is a great
Jennifer
film.
Aniston is in the first Leprechaun film, Alphabet Cat.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, Hobbit, don't start on me when you haven't watched Friday the 13th, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, but you haven't even watched Death Machine, and that's a great movie.
I've watched some of it. I've watched enough of it to notice that all the names are out of fucking James Cameron films, and you didn't fucking notice that, Mr. Big Fan of the film.
Yeah, well, I don't really care for James Cameron films that much, just because I've seen Terminator 2 like 100 times.
It's Ridley Scott, isn't it? It's Ridley Scott movie. Is it Ridley Scott movies? Because there's Scott Ridley, isn't there? And
I don't like Ridley Scott.
Andreas Casale. Jerry Doyle, that's who it is. Garibaldi, Jerry Doyle. That's who you're looking for, Hobbit.
Yeah, but who's the Centauri who whenever he sees him
finding
says,
him. Where is it?
It says Mr. Garibaldi.
Rondo Malari, Peter Jurassic.
Yeah, Peter Jurassic.
Yeah.
Jurassic.
Yeah.
He's isn't he in Dune, Hobbit? Peter Jurassic.
No. Unless it's the mini series.
What's he been in? Let's see. Peter Jurassic So.
No, he's been in some pretty shit stuff.
High Street Blue, Long
Hill
Ride.
Street
Tron,
Blues,
he was in Tron. He was
Hill
in
Street
Tron.
Blues,
Well, that's it, yeah, because what's his name? The guy who becomes the captain of the space station, he's in Tron as well.
Oh, he was in Sliders from 1999 to 2000, really? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Do you know, I enjoyed Sliders, but then I always got really annoyed with BBC. It was like, yeah, we're going to put Buffy the Vampire Slayer on it, and I had dial-up back then, so I couldn't just like pirate the episodes.
Yeah.
Tracy Scoggins was in it as well. That's a fucking awesome name, though, isn't it? Tracy Scoggins.
Years later, I watched all of Sliders, and like, you know what? This show's really bad. That they were doing like the Prophecy of Mallory, where he gets a sword, and I'm like, I just don't care anymore.
What about Highlander, the TV series? You seen that?
I've been meaning to watch the Highlander movie. I'm told the first one's all right.
I'm talking about the TV series.
Oh, was that the cartoon?
No, there's a TV series.
Oh, well, I don't know about that.
No, I haven't seen that myself.
That sounds That sounds like terrorism.
It's not about Duncan MacLeod. It's about someone else MacLeod. Because there's a third or fourth movie which has got Duncan MacLeod and whatever MacLeod he is in that.
Oh yeah, Bruce Boxleitner.
Boxleitner.
Baxen Leitner.
Yeah.
My name's Bruce Boxleitner. How do you do?
He was also in Tron. Oh, have all these people been in Tron? Like,
Yeah, pretty much. It's
fucking hell,
the
it's like Tron the cast.
yeah.
He's still going though.
That's what I always thought. Jadzia Dax in Deep Space Nine was just like, well, look, they've got Claudia Schiffer or whatever her name is in Babylon 5, so we need to, we need some like good looking brunette as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's Highlander the TV series about Duncan MacLeod, not Connor MacLeod.
Oh, who cares about Duncan? Nobody
yeah,
called Duncan's ever amounted to anything.
Like Highlander the TV series is quite interesting. So you have all the Highlanders, and you also have people called the Watchers, which are humans that know all about the tournament that's going on, and they kind of facilitate it.
Oh, speaking of really shit films, have you seen Jim Carter?
Yeah, exactly. No Fun Zone says the Highlander TV series is probably the best Highlander media since the first film. Not that that's a high bar to clear.
I should watch that then.
Yeah,
Right,
it's
okay,
really
yeah.
it's pretty.
I mean-
Some of them are pretty good. It's like Euro Trash TV series. Like it's like a.
Oh, is it? Oh,
It's like
it's okay. So
No,
I'm not
I
going to
don't
go
mean Euro
expecting
Trash
like
as in.
a fucking
I don't-
masterpiece here.
I don't mean Eurotrash as in Hobbit's favourite film. I mean Eurotrash as in like it's all in Europe.
Actual Eurotrash,
Yeah,
the CD late
Eurotrash-
night comedy.
Eurotrash wasn't a film, it was a TV series. Starring Jean-Paul Gaultier as well as Antoine de
Hobbit, do you
Clowes.
listen to anything I say? Because I'm talking about Highlander, the TV series.
Yeah, and you're saying it's like Eurotrash, and I'm like, Eurotrash wasn't a movie.
No, I specifically said it wasn't like Eurotrash. I said it was Eurotrash as in like it's like filmed in Europe.
But I don't get it.
Well, like it's not like Hollywood film.
Error does not compute.
Yeah, Bruce Boxenlighter was Tron. Jeff Bridges was the computer programmer. What did I watch? I watched R.I.P.D. again the other day with Jeff Bridges and Ryan. What's his name? Deadpool. What's his face?
Is R.I.P.D. the one about like the girl who?
It's Men in Black with dead people. It's basically it's Men in Black with dead people. That's the only way you can describe it.
It's like one of the main characters in it. This female, and she commits suicide, and now she's got to go around, telling dead people you're dead, and the dead people like nuh-uh, and she's like,
it's got Ryan Reynolds. It's got Ryan Reynolds and Jeff Bridges in it.
What's the thing I'm thinking of?
They have to either arrest or send dead or kill dead people, basically.
What double dead them?
Yeah, they have to double dead. They have to make sure they're dead.
They're double dead.
Yeah, double deaded. Are we gonna do? Are we gonna just talk about like horror, science fiction, and films? Are we then? Is this how we're gonna round this episode?
Aliens. Yeah.
You know the Alamals. We've all seen the horrible fish demon representing the United Nations. Sorry, representing America and the United Nations. But like. We talked about shape-changing changelings, what get the plague and get people to fight one another. But the most important conspiracy of all is that aliens deleted my passwords. I come back from the shopping, and I sit down to watch the last half of the Centurion. My computer completely crashes. Like I've still got the mouse cursor, but nothing else is working. So I restart and I wait 5 minutes, and I was like, it hasn't restarted yet, so I'm just going to press the reset button. And then I reset, and then, fuck you. I'm not saving any of these passwords, and I'm really, really fucked off about that. And Brave's like, Yeah, I know you said you want me to sync amongst all the other things, but I'm not going to because that would be a useful feature. So there's no way of saying. And I've been trying to go on like audience. You need to know if you're going to use the Anders Breivik browser, you better save your passwords down on the piece of paper. And I've been trying to like search like for like the internet saying like Brave crashed, passwords lost.
Oh,
And
but
there's
did
loads of
you
threads.
Brave crash? Did it?
Yeah, it did. And
This is the first time.
the
This is the first time you've mentioned it.
Mouse are behind it, right? Because
If
the
only you'd
thing is,
mentioned
normally,
it, Hobbit, we'd know.
I know.
normally when the computer crashes, right, you don't lose all your fucking passwords, but you do with Anders Breivik browser. We got 4 minutes left. Shall we talk about unexplained mysteries and how they don't have the ALML on it?
Oh, they know. Are they refusing to talk about the ALML?
That's how we know it's a real story, because it's not on the unexplained mysteries.
Yep, that's it.
All I'm looking at here is they're talking about world's largest plane takes the skies over California.
Man dies after taking caffeine equivalent to 200 cups of coffee.
Yep.
You want to try this
That's,
one? 29 father of two, Tom Mansfield, who hailed Colwyn Bay. He didn't come from there. He hailed from there.
The Americans like to use, when somebody is from, they say hails from, and when they say go on, they mean took to. So took to Twitter.
Yeah. Colwyn Bay in Wales had consumed a drink containing caffeine powder that was intended to aid fitness performance. The powder, which was obtained in a 100-gram bag. Well, this is, you know when you've got something quality, you've got it in a 100-gram bag from some dodgy bloke down the gym. You know it's good stuff.
I'm just going to eat this all in one sitting, like I do with cocaine. Another 100-gram bags of white powder.
Was meant to be used.
What's the worst that could happen?
Well, it was meant to be used in measurements of 60 to 30 milligrams. However, Mansfield inadvertently used a pair of scales that measured up to 5 kilograms, resulting in him using exponentially more of the powder than intended.
What a fucking dickhead.
Yes. The company which makes the powder...
moron. What a tragedy.
The company which makes the powder has since taken steps to improve its labelling and measuring options. Well, he measured it out wrong. What? They did nothing fucking wrong.
The label should be, if you're a fucking idiot, then lol sucks to be you.
Put the bag back on the shelf and walk away from it.
Not suitable for dum-dums.
Yeah.
Man wins 10 million.
Is he going to be in the Darwin Awards?
Hopefully, the man wins.
I'm going to look on the Darwin Awards right now.
You gonna vote for him? Man wins $10 million lottery jackpot twice in 3 years. Fucking hell.
So
Juan Hernandez.
That's not real, right? It's like you know, like the first winner of Have I Got News for You was that woman who was already really rich anyway. It's bullshit.
Do you mean Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah, that's the one. The way you win £1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do people hate or love the sound of hate or love? It's love or hate the sound of certain words. Why do I hate the way journalists write?
Because you have to be like illiterate in order to be a journalist now.
Great, I'm qualified. Let's go.
I can't even bother to read that. That's far too wordy. Looks boring.
Oh, the Darwin Awards have got like 3 mentions for 2021. They haven't got to 2022 yet.
Oh, right.
So
concerns surround plans for world's first octopus farm. I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's farm.
Octopuses very painfully. So I'll just say the 3 ones because it's worth going over it, because this man decides to eat like 100 grams of caffeine.
Yeah.
Died. Haha. So the 2021 winners of the Darwin Awards is Superman Stuporman, a relatable retro Darwin Award prank called Supermanning. gained popularity in the US Navy. Why is it whenever I talk, I
Do you
need
want
to
to see?
burp?
Do you want to see an octopus punching a fish?
Yeah, go on. Well, I'm sure the audience will. I'll watch it later when I can log
This
into
video's
YouTube
unavailable.
again.
They've taken it down because it's obviously too violent.
What is it with YouTube just getting rid of all the videos I like? They got rid of my 7-second monkey video where they're chimping out to rap music.
Yeah.
So, the Supermaning gains popularity amongst the US Navy 10 years before this 2005 fatality. Well, why is this in the 2021 thing? But anyway, it says hold tight to a makeshift harness and leap from the rear end of an airborne military helicopter to fly like Stupor-Man. So, people in the US Navy like to fly out of helicopters. I'm sure that's stupidity and not like murder or anything. Struck speechless. Roll a fat cigar of brainpower for two mental midgets who climbed out of their vehicles on a busy Interstate 80 to argue about who slammed into whom. In short order, both Argle-Bargle bots got slammed, this time without whatever that is. Rockhound. Opus 40 is an ambitious stoneworks compared to Stonehenge. 6 acres of stone ridges, bridges and moats, puzzled together, tightly using no mortar by Mr. Harvey Fight. Magnificent landscape. Well, so what? Someone got crushed by a rock. How did the stonemason bite the dust? When riding a lawnmower, Harvey zoomed out onto a precipice and fell onto his own stone quarry, and then he died. So yeah, man who eats lots of caffeine, not in the Darwin Awards yet.
Damn.
Oh, and the former Microsoft guy, apart from Bill Gates, is Paul Allen, and he's making this big plane what you can carry space shuttles onto, because the AN-2 TIE 5 Mira no longer exists, because the evil
Nice.
Russians blew it up, and it totally wasn't the Ukrainians doing an insurance job.
Hundreds of reports seeing V-shaped UFO over Ireland.
Yep.
So I would describe it as an upside down W, but except it looked like it was made of light. It was much lower than even a domestic flight. So it didn't even look like a V, it looked like a W.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's a V-shaped craft. It looks like an upside down W. Would that also... is there another symbol or letter which looks like an upside down W? Is it like but it's made out of light? It's hey Siri, Alexa, Google, show me the picture of the McDonald's arches glowing.
Fuck you know, look at the state of this road. Ripped up road left warped could after mysterious underground movements.
Oh, before you do that, I just got to read out. So I'll read out the headline and then I'll describe.
I'll put this on while you're talking, and then people can look at it.
Tyrannosaurus Rex may have actually been 3 dinosaurs. I know what it is, right? You've seen in the cartoons where you got some kids that want to sneak into the theatre to see a X-rated movie, right? So what they do is you get 3 kids and they stand on one another's shoulders and wear a trench coat. And then they go in and do that it,
old
right?
chestnut.
Yeah. So basically, what the Tyrannosaurus Rex was 3 smaller dinosaurs standing on each other's shoulders, wearing a trench coat, and that's why Tyrannosaurus Rex has got those tiny little arms, because it's actually little boy dinosaur arms. So it was just trying to sneak into dinosaur theatre to see
next. Look at the state of this road. It looks literally like a cartoon character has got the road and just fucking flicked it. Look at the fucking state of it, of it.
You know what's terrible?
What?
Well, that road just reminds me of the terribly pockmarked road I was driving on today. To go
I bet
to
it weren't that fucking bad, was it? What
happened to that? What happened to the...
It wasn't as bad as that road. No, admittedly not. But the thing is, I
look
wanted
at
to
that
go
bastard, look.
I wanted to go to supermarket, and audience, you may be saying, is this one of Hobbit's long tangents which actually relates back to the story?
No, it's
Well,
one
I'll
of
say
Hobbit's long tangents that actually goes nowhere.
I'll say it, and then you can decide for yourself. I wanted to go to supermarket and get some Coca-Cola. I haven't drunk it in absolutely years.
But you were craving
Literally,
some.
last time I drank Coca-Cola was 2011 or 2010. And I really want some. And for some reason, just now, when I was looking at the picture of the dinosaur, I thought, do you know what? I really want some Coca-Cola. And I don't know how to explain it. Maybe there's like doing subliminal advertising, and the 5G rays are going, drink Coca-Cola. I don't even
That's
like
all they're there for.
Coca-Cola. I just
Oh,
want
it's all right.
some.
I found out. Local authorities have blamed the damage on unexplained underground movements.
That's useful, isn't it?
Yeah,
That
that's that.
Hmm.
So are we done, Hobbit? Is there anything else you want to talk
Yeah.
about?
Well,
No.
aliens deleted my passwords, and they're telling me to drink Coca-Cola, and I'm really annoyed with it.
Yeah.
Because how can this be right? It's something that last time I drank it, it hurt my throat, and it's sickly sweet, and I don't like it. And yet,
Get
for whatever
Pepsi Max.
reason, I was like, no, I don't want to get like off-brand Coke. I want the real, genuine thing. I want to give
Right.
money to the Coca-Cola company in exchange for their
Corporation.
beverage, which you can use for cleaning rust.
Yeah. That's why I'm not rusty.
Fucking brave, fucking aliens, fucking with me, programming me to want a sweet beverage.
Right, are we done, Hobbit?
Called stress. We're done.
We're done.
We're done, Hemi.
We're
We're
done.
done.
We're done. Stay spooky.